as we mentioned, the 2025 Merry Monarch Festival is happening next week. And to get us prepared for the biggest week in Hilo, our in-house kumu, Kawaikapuokalani Hewett, joins us once again.
Aloha kumu. It's a wisdom, it's Wednesday, right?
Wisdom Wednesday,
Wisdom Wednesday, yes, yes. You know, we've learned so much from you over the past few weeks about hula kahiko, hula awana. This week we wanted to know if you could please focus on the importance of the hula lei and adornments, you know. Can you please share some of your iki or wisdom with us?
Leis and adornments.
Leis and
In
adornments.
reflection of costumes. I think what we need to look at first is trends and tradition. Trends are what is popular. Traditions are customs and practices.
Yes.
So at the hula competition, I'm sure we'll see both. We will see halau that are perpetuating tradition, customs, practices, and I think we'll also be able to see people that are following trends. Trends in leis, trends in lei styles, trends in colors. What's popular this year will be even more popular next year.
Right.
So those
It kinda
trends
starts here, yeah.
Right. Those trends that were set last year is what we will see on stage this year. What is set this year is possibly what we'll see next year. So, you know, when it comes to leis, there are so many different kinds of leis and so many different styles of leis. In a hula competition, usually there is a connection between the lei, the flower, the style, the tradition of wearing that lei as it is connected to the mele.
Right.
Pilikale ika mele is that lei has a kind of connection to that song, especially, if the song speaks about a lei like e ku lei pua keni keni. What you would want to see is the lei pua keni keni. But remember this, if no more pua keni keni, that doesn't mean the competition ends. You grab the next best thing that you can. And hopefully the judges will understand, because with flowers and leis, there is also seasons. Some flowers bloom in a particular season that may not be the season that the Merry Monarch is in.
Interesting.
That does make sense,
Hoi, hoi,
absolutely.
wale. Now, so you're saying the next best thing, so would we call it puni keni keni, would a fake or a clay or a female?
Well, you cannot use anything that is not natural. You should use everything that is natural. So you may not be able to get that particular flower, but you may be able to get one that looks like it, or one that kind of matches it in color, hopefully in fragrance, but something that is similar. Because again, you don't want a flower, that doesn't mean the competition ends. That doesn't mean you cannot do the song. The flower was written for, the song was written for the flower. You don't need that flower, it's already in the song. Grab the next best thing.
Yes.
Wow. Hey, kumu, you know, as a judge, I wanted to ask you, like, when you're watching the halau perform on stage, and what if flowers start falling off, or a kupe'e falls, or something? Do you knock points off for that?
Yeah, what are the rules and regulations for that?
I am a judge that I don't mark points off for that unless it is really drastic. Listen, we human beings, we're gonna make mistakes. Our intent is everything is secure on that dancer. But if something falls apart, then we gotta go back to the kumu, the source, the reason, the purpose, what happened. And you know, spiritually, a lot of older kumu hula gonna reflect what's going on in that halau. So you have connections that are spiritual that reflect in the physical sense of what's happening on stage in that performance. So if there's some misunderstanding, what we say hakaka going on, that may manifest on the stage in the performance. And that's usually when things start falling off and start falling apart.
Wow, this is so insightful.
So deep.
Learned so much.
You know, because you get the huki and the hemo. You know, the huki when things are being pulled, and hemo is when things are released. The whole ku'u of all things. So in the hula, especially hula kahiko, and again hula awana, you're in a hula competition. And so there's a lot of things coming into play There is a mana of the uhane, there is a mana of the no'ono'opono, there is a mana of the kinamaoli or the kanaka, because you have spiritual things, mental things, and physical things going on. And of course, what you would want is everybody to be successful in what they're doing, right? Lanakila, right? That's the pono of what you want. But then sometimes there's a little bit li, and hula people understand the term li, and because of the li, then sometimes things manifest in the hula performance.
Wow. We've learned so much over the last couple of weeks, and if you missed any of the lessons on hula, we actually put it up on our YouTube page. You click on the Merry Monarch playlist so you can download the EK shared by Kumu Kawaikapuokalani Hewett.
Because regardless of all of these things, rules, regulations, requirements, and so forth, there's one thing that we call ike makalihilihi. Ike makalihilihi is what the kahuna or the kaula can see between their eyelashes in the understanding of the hula performance and then what's happening. So the comment was about hairpiece or kupe'e or leis falling. Sometimes even the pa'ula'i may fall. And then that, for seasoned kupuna watching that, they know there's something else behind that performance.
Wow. Well, we are going to be glued to our televisions. Next week, of course, we'll all be in Hilo, and Kumu will join us as well for our broadcast on Good Morning Hawaii. And Leui I know she's at the edge of her seat as well, but she's here with our Island News update. Leui, what's going on today, sis?
Yeah, we got you on the news side, you guys. After days of searching the U.S. coast